Hey there, empowered peeps. I'm Ryan to the rescue, and today I'm going to show you how to use the RYOBI reciprocating saw. Now, this kind of saw is often called a SAWZALL, but a SAWZALL is a brand name, and the generic name is reciprocating saw. They come with different types of blades, and the different blades are used for cutting different things, because you can use this saw to cut wood, metal, plastic. So the first thing we're going to do is cut down a tree. So I'm going to use this one, which is specifically meant for pruning. Now, to put the blade in, I am going to have the battery pack off, just as an extra safety caution. There is also a safety button here. So we're extra safe by not having the safety button pushed and having the battery off. The blade goes right in here, so I open up this lever, put the blade in here, close the lever, and then it's good to go. Now, the battery packs that come with RYOBI tools. Sometimes you can use a big, thick one, and sometimes you can use the skinnier one. Today I'm going to use the thick one because it has a lot more power, and I want a lot of power for this project. So I put the battery pack on, and then you push this safety switch right here, and then you pull the lever. That's how it works. Let's go put it into action. So what we're going to do is cut down this tree because it is dead. I have consulted with a tree expert, and he told me what happened is sun scald. Apparently that's a thing. When the bark gets damaged on a tree and the damaged part faces west, the setting sun comes in and it scalds and it kills the tree. And so he said there's no hope for it, there's no solution whatsoever, and the tree is indeed dead. And perhaps, since this is very near the street, someone may have jumped the curb and hit my tree and damaged it. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but either way, it's dead and it needs to go. Another safety precaution that I wanted to tell you before I get started is when you are sawing, you should really wear protective eyewear. And if I were working inside or on a shady day, I would wear this to protect my eyes. But since it's a very sunny day, I'll be wearing my sunglasses, and this will serve as my protective eyewear today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to climb up on a ladder, and I'm going to cut it off in two sections. That way it's not too hard to manage just whacking it off at the bottom. So I'm going to cut off a bit at the top and then move my way down here and cut it off at the base. All right, I got the top bit cut off. Now I'm going to cut it off at the base as close as I possibly can to the grass. That way it doesn't get hung up on the lawnmower or passersby don't trip on it. This saw did a great job cutting wood. So now I'm going to switch out the blade, take the wood blade out. Here's a blade that is made for metal. Pop that one in. And I have my big battery pack charged up and ready to go. Let's see how it does on this metal pipe. So this reciprocating saw worked really well on both wood and metal. And I wanted to visually demonstrate how this saw actually works. When you engage the trigger, it moves the saw for you. Of course, I do it really fast, but that means you don't have to do a sawing motion on something. It does the work for you. So you just hold the saw still and it saws for you. So maybe you need to cut a piece of wood, or perhaps you need to cut down a tree, or you need to cut a piece of pipe. But either way, with a reciprocating saw, we can do it.